Good morning. Today is an exciting day. My friend Mathias is coming by with his blue Mk1 Golf, which you know from the Nürburgring video, and we are going to lower it because it has been sitting way too high for his taste. We are going to do the work here in my garage, so we can work on it together, and I can obviously shoot a video for you guys. And then afterwards we are going to a car meet with some other car friends at a very scenic spot, which should make for an epic day of car stuff. So I'm going to start with cleaning up the garage. He could be here any minute, so yeah. All my friends, yellow rider. Mathias is running late, so while I'm waiting, I'm getting my Golf prepared for the car meet. This is Mathias' 1982 Golf Mk1. He bought it almost a year ago as an empty shell, and since then the car has undergone an entire restoration, which includes a new paint job, engine and interior. Currently it's sitting on Bilstein dampers and Eibach lowering springs, but the setup is too soft and not nearly as low as he wants. So today we're throwing on a set of coilovers to dump the little Golf on its German behind. So, these are the coilovers he has bought. He purchased the entire set for the whopping price of 55 euros. And it's safe to say that these will provide the best handling heuristics there are on the market. But in all seriousness, is this a good idea? Maybe not. But it's a cheap and good way to see how your car will look like slammed, and then in the future, if he likes the look, he can purchase a proper set of coilovers. So for now we're going to throw these on and get to work. We're starting with putting the car on jack stands and measuring if the coilovers are set at the same height. Then Mathias and me each tackle one side, starting with the fronts. First we bolt on the top side and then we connect everything to the hub by pushing it into position and putting in the two bolts. These cars are so easy to work on that it literally takes minutes to replace a strut assembly. Next we throw on the wheels and we can drop it down. Is dat? Allee! Ze zitten er maar direct terug omhoog. The car didn't drop at all, so we're going to adjust the coilovers. This can be done by screwing these two rings down. When dropping it down the second time, the car kept sitting at the same height. So we're thinking that the wheel is touching the strut and the friction is preventing the car from dropping down.
So we throw on one of the steelies that I have laying around, which clears the strut.
Los.
Kan dat niet?
Die komt niet omlaag, joh. Zodat ze noemen dat die aan de andere kant nog omhoog staat.
Is dat?
Ja, ik ben gewoon zakken. Hey, zo wil ik hem wel ongeveer bij je dak zakken.
Oh nee.
Jawel. Nee, hij is onderuit, zo staat hij.
Nice.
The car is that low that we have to drop it onto a wooden block because otherwise it drops down onto the jack. With it fully on the ground, the springs compressed even more and the car is slammed. The only issue is that it looks like the wheels don't clear the fenders anymore. So to solve this, we're going to have to raise the front a little bit.
Yeah.
With it sitting outside, it's obvious how much the car has dropped compared with the rear. To get its ass dumped as well, we're rolling it inside and installing the rears. The rears are held in by only 2 bolts, so it couldn't be easier. With the rears installed and the fronts adjusted, we can drop the car down for a final time.
All the weight is on this side of the car, so that's why it might be tucked in as much.
We're very pleased with how she's sitting, so hopefully the wheels don't drop on the fenders.
Ja. Is oké. Ja.
Kijk, dat is lang.
Ja. Dat is oké.
Mathias is measuring how low his car is compared to mine, since he knows that mine has good overall drivability. The difference is a couple of millimeters, so everything looks great. Time for a test drive, and let's hope these cheap springy boys don't bounce us into a ditch.
Dit is wel erg als een zal.
They are pretty stiff, but I don't feel worn out. It's amazing how much coilovers can transform a car. Back home we're going to pull the Golf in, because we still have some work to do.
So the first test drive was successful. Now we're going to do a Ghetto alignment to at least get it a little bit better driving wise. And then it's on to meeting our friends.
Lowering a car always messes with the alignment, so we have to adjust it. When the steering wheel is straight, I put on my homemade toe plates. These are used by pushing them against the wheels, and then with 2 tape measures we can measure if the wheels are towed in or towed out. Then, if we turn the steering wheel all the way to one side, we can adjust the toe at the tie rod and measure again. Once the values of our measurement are about even, the car has 0 toe. It's not the most precise way to do an alignment, and it's better to get this job done by a professional, but for now it will suffice because we need to get on the road. While we were heading to the meet, we got the news that the meet was cancelled, but we decided to go anyway. We parked up at a nearby parking lot and the Golfs look great. It feels very satisfying after a long day of wrenching to see them together. Further up, Jeff has parked this beautiful and very rare 1973 Auto Bianchi A112. He was supposed to bring this car on our Nürburgring adventure, but sadly it had some clutch issues that kept it from joining back then. Despite the meet being cancelled, we went to the spot anyway and we encountered a sick VW Beetle. After chatting with the owner for a while, we called it a day and left. A little disappointed that the meet was cancelled, but grateful that Mathias' Golf is finally on coilovers. It just goes to show how much fun you can have working on cars with your friends, and I encourage you to do the same. For now, this is the end of the episode. Thank you to everyone for the massive support shown in the last few weeks. It's really amazing. So, thank you for watching, and until next time, where we're going to work on the BMW again.